Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Todd Gurley's Rams going up against Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
In motion comes the tight end left. A give to Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down. They go to Elliott again. And some space here. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now Goff on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Jeff Swain, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on third, gone. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Mark Barron in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So the D-line's going to spread out. It's an end around. Tavon Austin. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott now on 2nd down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Slot man moves right. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Elliott last year so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. And I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll send Austin in motion right. They'll run here with Langford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeremy Langford, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver and Kenny Britt out wide, but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuffed the run game.
Second down following the run. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down is gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Elliott running right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, it's Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Now Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A second down throw for Prescott. And his pass incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On third down, Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
What stands to reason it gives Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second-place David Johnson.
You know, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A handoff left, Elliott. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A first update now from Cleveland, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Prescott. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 3rd and long. It's Goff. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Austin. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He finds Hearns left side. 23 yards on the play. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. You look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who we finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. A lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Gurley again here on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run with Elliott. Room here to run. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Try and run this with Austin. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. In motion right is Austin. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On first down, it's gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. And the return will stop right around the 25.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they're operating in the red zone. The give is to Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll try to throw now. Prescott, throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. The run game here, Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Again, they run with Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And got his man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Goff on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. For the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The tight end in motion right. This is Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A first down throw for Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Elliott, what a spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's caught by Tammy. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll send Austin in motion right. Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Well, Prescott here to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now it's gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
To throw on second down is gone. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
He's back to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball into the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give him a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Back to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now to throw. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Gone. And that is incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match.